Okay, good morning. Welcome to
MathPractice number 160.
MathPractice number 160. Okay, so I just got back from my work trip, right?
Yep.
And while I was gone, you came across a super star problem in Beast Academy. What is 2,345 times 2,345 minus 2,344 times 2,344?
Whoa.
Surprise face. Ready? Ah! So, did you know how to do this problem?
No.
No. Okay. Well, this is 2,345 squared minus 2,344 squared, right? That's how we write it. So maybe a good first step would be to do some easier squares. What do you notice about 2,345 and 2,344?
It's 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah?
And they're 1 apart.
They're 1 apart. Aha. So maybe we can do some easier numbers and see if we can get a sense of maybe some easier ones. How about what's 1 squared minus 0 squared?
It's 1 squared.
Which is?
Which is 1.
1. How about 2 squared minus 1 squared? What does that equal?
It's 3.
Okay, because 2 squared is?
Is 4.
Minus?
1 squared.
1, which is?
3.
3. Okay, how about 3 squared minus 2 squared? Well, what's 3 squared?
3 squared is 9 minus 4, which is 5.
5. Okay. See any pattern yet? 1, 3, 5?
Odd numbers.
Oh, odd numbers. Okay, that's interesting. How about 4 squared minus 3 squared?
16 minus 9, 7.
7. Okay. Oh,
Cool.
That's interesting. So what would you guess our next one was going to be?
9.
Okay, so let's see, does this equal 9? Okay, so we have, what our next subtraction here?
5 minus 4.
5 squared minus 4 squared. Okay, let's see.
25 minus 16.
25 minus 16. Okay.
Well, we could write that.
Yeah, maybe we should. That's good. That's good to be some pretty big numbers. Maybe we should write that out. 25 minus 16. Here, I'll write it a little bigger. 25 minus 16. So what does that equal?
2 minus 10. 2 minus 10 is, 20 minus 10 is 10.
20 minus 10 is 10.
And then 5 minus 6 is minus 1.
5 minus 6 is minus 1.
And minus 1 is 9.
Hey, it is 9. Awesome. Okay.
Our next one would be 11.
Our next one we think is going to be 11. Okay, and that'll be 6 squared minus 5 squared, but maybe I'll let you work that out later today for practice. But now, we think we see a pretty good pattern here with the odd numbers. So now all we have to do is figure out, how does 1 relate to 1? How does 2 go to 3? How does 3 go to 5? How does 4 go to 7? How does 5 go to 9? And hopefully that'll tell us how 2, 3, 4, 5 goes to some number. So, we got to see if we can find a pattern here. What's the difference between these numbers?
Well, no, there is no difference. The difference is 1.
Okay, the difference is 1 every time. What's the difference between these numbers?
2.
Every time, right?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe the first thing we should do is multiply these numbers by 2, just to see if that helps.
Yep.
Okay, so let me write that over here. What's 1 times 2?
Is 2.
What's 2 times 2?
Is 4.
What's 3 times 2?
Is 6.
What's 4 times 2?
8.
5 times 2?
Is 10.
10. So do you see any relationship from 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9 to 10?
It's integers.
They are integers. Do you see any relationship between these two integers? These two columns of integers?
Well, there's odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even.
That's true. Goes odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. Any other patterns between this column? Any other relationships between this column and this column?
There are odd numbers in. Oh, I just said that.
Yeah, you just said that. How do I go from this column to this column?
You add 1.
Aha! How did I go from this column to this column?
You add 1.
Really? 5 plus 1 is 10?
No. You add, you multiply that number by 2.
Aha! So I multiply the number by 2, and then what do I do if I want to go back to this column?
You minus 1.
Minus 1. Okay, so now I start here at 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm trying to forget to here. First I want to go over here. So what am I going to do?
You're going to
Just tell me what I'm going to do. Don't try to calculate.
Multiply it by 2.
Going to multiply it by 2, and then I'm going to go back here, which
and minus 1.
Ooh, pretty interesting. Okay, so here's your homework. You ready?
Yep.
You have to figure out the next two. 6 squared minus 5 squared, and 7 squared minus 6 squared. I want you to figure those out just to make sure you see the pattern. And then I want you to do this super awesome thing where you multiply this by 2 and subtract 1. Okay? High five. Fun, fun, fun.